Hello guys, this is Just One Guy, and this is the developer's log for a game I'm making called DragonForged. Now what is DragonForged? DragonForged is an open world action RPG with a heavy focus on intrigue. Think Game of Thrones meets Skyrim meets Dragon Age. The game has many elements which I will cover in greater detail over the course of this series. But the main focus is on taking over and ruling as much of the world as possible. To this end, you will build your own clan, use either intrigue, combat, or stealth to kill, recruit, and shame your enemies into submission. I spent the last 2 years learning the program and refining this concept. This is a project that is very dear to me, so I've taken a lot of time, care, and energy to get everything exactly right. So let me explain some of the concepts that will go into the game and how it will be very different from a normal RPG. My main inspiration comes from 2 sources, Dragon Age and Game of Thrones. I really like the backstabbing and the intrigue elements of Game of Thrones. But the question is, how to translate that into a workable game. And this is something that will make the game very different from other games. DragonForged has a pseudo-medieval ruling system where you can earn titles up to king. Now unlike most games, the title also comes with power, land, and people to govern, so there's a lot of responsibility. But the game will always play from a third-person perspective. Unlike an RTS, I want the game to have a player perspective, be grounded. One of the unique features will be its NPCs. Each one will have their own lives, their own goals, their own families, and personalities. So they'll be very unique and highly individualized. And to take power, you will need to interact with them using the intrigue system to gain their loyalty. To further this, the game has 5 unique intrigue classes to choose from, which will be separate from your combat classes. So you'll have 1 combat class and 1 intrigue class. In DragonForged, I want you to be able to choose how you deal with the problem. You can use combat to attack an enemy directly, or you can use intrigue to gain the NPC's trust and have them attack the enemy for you, or you can use stealth to attack from the shadows. You can even find out your enemy's worst secret and then blackmail them into working for you. Or you can take an enemy's family member hostage and ransom them. The goal of the game is to give the player a unique experience, to make each character feel unique and alive. The game also features the ability for you to have children. Now what makes this different from other games is that when you die, you become your child. This can be either good or bad depending on who the mother and father is. You may end up with a physically weak kid who is smart and crafty, or a warrior who is strong and has no equal, or in some cases an insane maniac. It all depends on his bloodline, which is another system that is built into the game. Now this is a vast oversimplification of the game, so I will go into each element in detail in its own video.